What's up, everyone? Welcome to the live. I'm Chris here. So, if you have chords that are buzzing or sounding muted, I'm going to show you some tips right now to fix that mistakes. So, you have clean sounding chords. And first, if you have any questions, the format would be Q plus a colon, then the question, and I'll show you right now what I mean. Let's see. There we go, right there. Let me just bring it on the screen for you. See, it's got my name. Let me just move this over. See how it has the Q plus the colon and then your question. So let's get right into the tip right now for you. So first thing, you want to take your thumb, put it around the back of the neck of the guitar. See if we can position here for you better. Move this up one sec. All right. Take your thumb, put it around the neck, back of the neck of the guitar. And if you have smaller hands, usually you want it in the middle, but if you have smaller hands, you probably want to take it and put it a little lower. And then with the wrist, you don't want it up against the guitar neck. You want it away. And what you're doing is you're making like a claw, or almost like you're about to make a fist, claw, a fist, whatever you want to call it. And then what you do, that puts you in position to use your fingers. And here is what a lot of beginners do. They use the flats of their fingers for like open chords. You could use the flats for different chords, but we won't get into that. But for most like open chords, you want to use the fingertips. So you got the thumb around the middle of the back, smaller hands a little lower so you can get the reach. Make sure the wrist is up like that. Put it away from the neck of the guitar. Put you in position for your fingers to use your fingertips. And then play that chord. And then there is a few other things if you're doing those three steps right there. Also, check to make sure that your fingers are not on top of this metal wire there. That's called the fret wire. Otherwise, you'll get that muted buzzing sound. And then the last step is make sure that you're putting pressure on the strings. And what a lot of beginners tend to do, they tend to put a ton of pressure on your strings. You want to put very little pressure, and you want to make sure that the note is ringing out. That's it. Just take your finger and put some pressure on the strings. Not a lot of pressure, very little pressure. See how I'm not making a face? Some people go. If you're doing all five of those things, the thumb, the wrist away from the neck, the fingertips, making sure that the finger is close to the fret wire but not on top of it, and also the pressure. There is one other thing it can be your guitar action. The action is how far from the neck to how far out it is could be too high, and you would have to get what's called a guitar setup. You always want to have a guitar setup, and also to make sure that the frets are flat and the wood is not warping, so there's no issues. You do those three things, and you are good to go. That is what most beginners are not aware of. So do those, and I am about to go to work, but I wanted to give you a little bit of value before I went to work. So keep rocking on, keep practicing, And if you want to join my community, I'll put the link in the description below. All right, rock and roll. Keep improving.